What's going on, GT? I'm SVP Aaron Guetterman. This is TLG-GT Live. Another Tuesday meeting, motivation, education, edification, and team association. A new level networking is running smooth. We just came off of Atlanta, Georgia, had a phenomenal event at Sweetwater Brewery. And there'll be more new level networking events coming up in your location. I believe the next one is going to be Wilmington, North Carolina, November 14th. I think we're looking at Toledo, Ohio, also Nashville, Tennessee, and of course, Raleigh, North Carolina. So when these events come up, register, get people there. They're there to hang out, socialize, talk about TLG opportunity, and to grow your network, to grow your business, to grow your agency. And man, this is what we do for fun, bro. It truly is. I know for a long time we just gathered and we STP'd. We sat in a room and got together, sat on a whiteboard. And there's nothing wrong with that. But I love going out and having fun with y'all and meeting people that offering them an opportunity like no other. So be on the lookout for them. We'll be promoting Wilmington coming up here shortly. Run through midnight tonight. We're already at EOM, and I have no idea where the month of October went. Like, it was here, it's gone. So run through midnight tonight. If you haven't hit your goal yet, you've still got time to run through the finish line and knock out your goal for the month. So what do? We invest up. We make sure we get more leads. Those of you running Tier 3 live transfers, turn them on. Let's get some applications in before midnight tonight and finish this month strong and go into the holiday months with massive momentum. We have to ensure that we get our trackers ready. If you guys don't know what the 20K tracker is, get with your growing upline. Make sure you have the PDF or Excel spreadsheet tracker in your possession and post those up tomorrow. Everybody who's a UWA with us, everybody looking to stay in workplace, everybody looking to compete and get after it and go for their next level, y'all need to be posting up your trackers and understanding what you need to do next in order to hit it. So whether it's 10K silver, 20K gold, 30K platinum, 40K diamond, and plus additional levels all the way up to, we've got a black diamond producer at $100,000 a month. Decide what goal it is that you want to hit, plan it, and invest accordingly to hit it. We've got the contest still in place. We're going to be putting out the EOM issue paid for those of you who will be invited to go hang out in Nashville. Man, we're going to have a good time. Y'all hit for these. It's the top 5 issue paid between October, November, and then we still haven't got them yet. The first 20K producer, the unpinned 20K producer. So if you hit gold for the first time, you get an auto invite to be in Asheville. TLG Thanksgiving is November 23rd. If we know the times that we're going to be taking off, if we know we're going to be spending time with family, we have to put all of our efforts up front. That's what it means to be an entrepreneur, is to plan accordingly and manage your time up front. So if we know there's going to be forced time off, we have to ensure that we force our time in. And that's what it means to move out with massive intent now to feel good about it later. The GT rules of engagement. Y'all write this down. When we hire an agent, every interview that I do, I'm looking for a specific type of person that's willing to listen, work, associate, communicate. But we want to place down GT rules of engagement, because this is not a social club by any means. We're entrepreneurs set out to go to work, and work for ourselves, and be entrepreneurs and business owners and get as much as you can out of this life, because that's what abundance and purpose means. But for the GT rules of engagement, I want you to hear this and understand this, guys. We're looking for an agent to make sure that when we hire a new agent, get them out of contracting and on leads within 48 hours. See, it's your pace, your choice, but it's our time and our system. We want to pour everything we got into you, and we'll reciprocate those efforts. You must maintain a monthly production to remain in workplace. Workplace is a privilege. The amount of communication and the ability to get real-time training and real-time questions answered, and real-time hours and hours of training from people who are making $100,000 to $200,000 to $300,000, $400,000 a month and up in production you've got access to in workplace through training, through previous calls, through live communication. Like, how much of a privilege is it, man? This is something that, we flip the bill for. This is built by Facebook. We cover it, but we don't want to cover it just for you to be a part of it. We want to cover it for our active producers. So to stay in workplace, guys, we ask that you write one policy a month. It's too easy to work with leads and work them and get one application a month. Heck, if you're working social media posts or posting up social media ads, or, purchasing tier 1, 2, 3 leads and investing in your business, if you're 3-foot ruling it, if you're talking a warm market, it's too simple. You got your insurance license for a reason, because you cared about the industry, and you should care about whether people have life insurance or not. It's too simple to get one application a month if you just start opening your mouth to people around you. You may be placed on as earned. Guys, if you get kicked out of workplace, you may be placed on as earned with carriers if you're removed. Just means that we're watching our back from agents that we're not watching. That's what it boils down to. And that means that if you write a policy and we don't know about it, that just means you're getting paid monthly. You're still getting paid, just monthly, instead of 9 months up front. Number 2 rule of engagement: all agents must plug into conference calls, live training, conferences, boot camps. If they do not, our support has to go to those that do, those that want it, those that are engaged, those that are hungry. We cannot give 100% support to those who do not reciprocate 100% commitment and effort. We will not seek your success and answer your calls. We're not going to chase you down. You have to want your success more than we want it for you. That's a given, man. Number 3 is full-time agents need to put in full-time effort, whether it be 15 to 25 appointments weekly. Part-time agents cut it to 8 to 15 appointments. All agents just need to throw in effort. No 0 weeks. That's wild. And that's not doing anybody justice. You're not helping and serving any families, and that's our mission, to help and serve as many families as possible. If you're not out there trying to help and serve families, you're not out there on the mission. So we've tiered it up to ensure that new agents have to put in massive activity up front. Massive activity outweighs talent. You should be dialing in at 150 dials a day, setting 3 to 4 appointments a day, same days and next days. That's your mission. That's your goal, because we're going to start to trek you up to 20, 30, 40, 50,000 in personal production. Yes, you can get there, but you got to put work in to do it. If you're not willing to engage 100%, we will not reciprocate at 100%. We will be too busy committing to those who are. Now, number 5 is we look to have fun, we look to serve and protect, and we level up and practice all 8 steps, guys. That's our rules of engagement. That's what we're looking to do and go after with each and every one of you. Understanding the weekly schedule and the actual engagement you guys should be putting in, day to day. It's important that you plug in and engage in everything that you can. Move your schedule around and start making sacrifices of your schedule to be on with us. On Mondays, mid-month, we've got the mid-month and end-of-month TLG Live that heads off in Workplace HQ. Guys, this is where Art comes on, man. Brings a lot of agents on, and we go live, mid-month in EOM, and Art has information to give out. Company structure, company economics, new stuff that's coming out all the time, and definitely edifying those who are edifiable and absolutely crushing it with us. On Tuesdays, we have our GT, just like we're doing right now, right? Tuesdays at 12 o'clock Eastern Standard Time, our TLG-GT Live. If we prefer you're interacting with the team, when we have live calls and you're in workplace chat, interact within the GT agency chat. I know don't post up things when there's not any calls on, because we want to make sure that chat's clean and clear for information to be posted and, for managers to communicate with y'all. But during calls, lives, y'all chat it up, man. Engage, get interactive with each other. That creates excitement, and the engagement is it definitely pumps up those who are on these lives, and we love it. It's kind of like an audience, man. Generally we can't really see you, so We want to ensure that we can read the post and the quotes and the excitement that's happening on, and that will help us engage with you with more excitement and more energy. And I promise you that transfer of energy, you will feel it when you're out there, going head to head with these clients. So on Tuesdays, 6 p.m. Eastern, live dials. Hop on. For real though, like if you don't have appointments, you should be on live dials. You need to change your schedule around. Get on there with us and join on live dials. You need this to learn, to work. The only reason you shouldn't participate is if you have meetings. Wednesday winners, 8 p.m. Eastern, Zoom call. A training call interactive with the sales leaders for the whole team. Guys, this is where we get group training going and so many great sales tactics. Guys, we've got some of the top 1% earners within the industry that come on here to train you. We're giving it away. How much of that do you want? That's what these calls are all about. Y'all should hop on them. How about Fridays at 10 a.m., the 30K mindset call? This is a call that you can dial into from anywhere. You don't have to be stationary, but you need to be listening. Come on here and ask questions. That's what the entire call is about, is for you to get your questions answered. And sometimes we don't know where the call's taking us. Y'all decide where the call takes us. And all of us, our goal partners and above, are able to answer your questions. That is a fun call to do because I never know which direction it's going. Y'all need to tap in, plug in to these calls on Wednesdays and Fridays. They're so important. So obviously the lives, Mondays, Tuesdays, the training calls, Wednesdays and Fridays. Y'all hop on these things. They are so important to your success. Engage in the system. Engage in the training. We've got Saturday, 9 to 12 p.m., 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, Super Saturday, Power Hour live dials. Y'all hop on, get some. Be a weekend warrior. You'll find more people home on a Saturday morning than sometimes you will all week. It's impressive when you sacrifice for your business. It's impressive how fast the momentum you can gain when you start doing things just a little bit different than what you're used to. How bad do you want it? How much do you want change? Income brackets are earned through time, engagement, and education. You will not be successful without change. Idle time defeats the strongest minds. Stay focused, stay busy, stay engaged, stay humble, stay in the hunt. Your success is measured by time invested, not into non-income producing activities, not into Netflix, not into video games, not into social media scrolls, not into zoning out, not into sitting around doing whatever the heck you're doing and not in your business. Your success is measured by time invested in your productivity. What you focus on expands. When you take focus and energy from something, it starts to deflate. Like spinning plates, you have to give it attention to keep it going. You ever seen a plate spinner where they start the first one, roll the second, roll the third, roll the fourth, maybe the sixth. But by the time they get to that sixth, number one's starting to slow down. They got to get back to it, right? Like you've got to keep it going, man. If you want the momentum to keep going, you got to keep giving it attention. Keep your mind on your growth, GT. My business and my family are intertwined with each other. It makes it easy for me. Am I working? No, I'm just living. It's what's created my joy and my purpose within this industry, within my business. People that ask me that all the time, Aaron, you work so much. Do I feel like I'm just living? This is who I am. This is what I enjoy. This is the purpose I'm given. And I love to help others achieve what they want to achieve. Is it stressful? Maybe sometimes, but strong minds don't crack. Strong minds aren't, we wear the steel helmet. Y'all are seeing a lot of posts with a helmet on, man. That's our steel helmet at GT. You've got to protect this more than you protect anything else. Once you've got the skill level, the investment, the education, the knowledge, this game is a mind game. Protect this at all costs. So when you see that steel helmet being thrown around on different quotes, different posts, understand what that is. That's the GT Warriors helmet. That's who we are. And we've always got to have our helmet on because we don't crack. We don't get busted. We don't get headshotted. No one's doing that. It's not a one shot, one kill, man. You're gonna have to take me out a different way because it's not going to be through here. Week 4, UWA's top 10 and top 5. Terrell Capers, 128 AP. Danielle Leifert, 696 AP. Chad G, 889. Jason Goat, Jason Getz, 904 AP. Natalie Winfrey, 928 AP. Stephanie M, 957. Rachel M, 100118. Karen R, 1086. Wendell T, 1200 AP. Wendell. Kim G, 1200 AP. Jared Lightford, 1200 AP. Trey, my man Trey coming on. Trey B, 1819 AP. Tanya P, new silver partner. Already shouting you out, Tanya. Proud of you. Crushed it. You stepped up this month. You learned how to do it over the last couple of months, and you just leveled up your activity. Tanya P, 1871. Zach R, 1909. Latif D, 1919. Terry W, 2014. Christina Ward, 2709. Top 10. Number 10, Diane C, 3050. Number 9, Van B, 3179. Number 8, Chris B, 300624. Number 7, Tony S, 4194. Number 6, Nelson Alvarez, 4513. Top 5. And y'all stick around. The top 5 got something to say, man. And I'll tell you this is the Spear takeover in the top 5. We have one Alvarez agent in, but the Spear agency's on fire. And if y'all hadn't hit it yet, man, y'all got time. Y'all got time through midnight. If y'all rally up, y'all get a few more, you can cross 100K. I believe in you. Y'all go get it. Number 5, Jason Wells, 6,071. Number 4, Paul Spala, 6,138. Number 3, Lake Savage Bella Vance, 6,290. Number 2, Claudia McDonald, 6,879. And number 1, who's pushing the number 1 spot of all TLG, Mark Spear, $13,293 annual premium, crushing the month, getting after it this month. Proud of you guys this month. And man, I can't even wait to see what November and December holds. We are on a massive recruiting tear. If you aren't hiring people, if you aren't talking to people about what we do, you must be crazy. And that's just the truth, man. I love what we do. I love showing the new people. All the new people I met down in Atlanta, had a heck of a time, man. I loved enjoying meeting you. You're in licensing. Time to get out. Time to get out of licensing and move forward. Take notes from these top 5. Take notes from these top producers, and y'all fight for top 10 and fight tooth and nail for top 5. I want you to be on this show with me. Y'all take care.
All right, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Jason Wells, direct to Mark, direct to Aaron. For those of you who do know me and wondering, the hell am I doing here? Well, look who made the top 5 for the first time, sitting in 5th place with $6,071 for the week off of 3 apps. What's the secret? Listen to your upline. Yeah, engage your upline. Hi, Mark. How you doing there, buddy? So, yeah, looking at November now going, you know what? 10 grand. I'm going for it.
What's going on, TLG? Paul Spala, direct to Mark Spear, direct to Aaron, direct to Art. Came in number 4 for the week with 3 applications, just over 6,100 AP. For the first one, met with a lady. She was wanting a universal life policy, but unfortunately she had a stroke in 2009. But because it was so long ago and no complications since, I reached out to my upline, made sure I was staying on the right track, but ended up getting her approved with CFG. And then after 2 years, she's able to convert it into that permanent coverage that does build cash value over the years. So again, being able to know certain underwriting guidelines, reaching out to your upline, helped me out with that. The second one, met with a gentleman. He already had coverage, but for a few dollars more a month, he could do a term coverage with living benefits. So I went over in detail exactly what that was. That's the route we were going to go. But then we just started talking about my universal life policy I had, how it has the living benefits, how it also builds cash value over the years. Now, the best policy isn't the cheapest policy. That's why I told him. He understood that, and we went from doing like $80 a month to $150 a month with an IUL because he saw the value in that. And then the third one, I met with a small business owner. He wanted a universal life policy, already knew what he wanted. We just had to kind of crunch numbers a little bit there. But yeah, set him up. He ended up no-showing me and rescheduling. So that was the third time I was able to kind of lock it down, meet with him. And, you know, he apologized. His schedule was busy. You know, he's like, thanks for being so, persistent, sending out text messages, giving him a call. And again, sometimes you just got to work with family schedules, but his wife and her kid wanted an IUL, so I'm getting together with them this week to help them set that up. So hopefully this helps with each of my meetings that I ran for the week, and keep crushing it, TLG.
Hey team, this is Lake Savage Bellavance, direct to Nelson Alvarez, direct to Aaron Guetterman, direct to Art. Came in at number 3 again with over 6,000 annual premium, and I think it was 6 applications. Love the app count, 1,000 per sale, and that's what I really plan on. Each week, I know that I'm going to average about 1,000 sales. So I know that if I have 10 sales and I meet with 8 and I close 6, then I'm going to make 6,000 AP every single time. So it's really paying attention to your app count, which helps you pay attention to how many appointments you need with your closing ratio to make the income that you're working. The other thing that I went through this week was I had a client that I ran into, brand new lead, but she had already been helped from someone that she knew, okay? This person put her in a $30,000 term policy. Mind you, she's 35, for like $40 a month. So it was way, way, way over cost. Our cost was only $15 per month. So she had no idea. This was her first home. She just went with the first person she met with, and she completely trusted them. Now, I don't bash the agent in this situation. I just play stupid. I say, okay, listen, I'm sure that person was just doing their job, and I'm sure that, this was the only product they had to offer. But here's what I have to offer you. Not only can I get you the full amount, but I can get you living benefits as well to protect your child, which was her main goal. So just because another agent has helped someone doesn't mean they can't be helped as well, especially with, lesser coverage or less benefits. There's always some value we can add to the situation. So keep in mind when you're talking to these clients, and even if they've just been helped, do not take their word for it that they have enough. Ask investigating questions about their policy so that you can add value from there. All right, it's almost the end of the month. We got another day left. Let's go kick some butt. Talk to you guys later.
Hey everyone, it's Claudia McDonald, direct to Paul, direct to Mark, direct to Aaron. Came in at number 2 this week with 7 apps at 6,879 AP. The biggest thing that I had to focus on this week was balance, especially work-life balance and creating flexibility for clients. I've been working both East Coast and West Coast hours, and so that can sometimes be a little bit difficult, but I made sure I usually don't work on a Sunday, but I made sure to make some availability for a client who was extremely busy during the week and the weekend and had a spouse who worked a completely different shift. So kind of learning how to balance that and still have, that healthy work-life balance where I'm not just working, 7 days a week, 24/7. But still making sure that I can serve the client's needs when they want and when they need to. So again, I'm the biggest proponent of white sheeting your week, keeping that balance. Put your breaks in. That is what has led to my success this week. That way I can do a little bit of work on a Sunday because I balanced out my week well enough so I don't get any kind of burnout or anything like that. So I hope you guys have a good rest of your week. It is the end of the month, so I hope everybody's kicking strong and just push through the last, couple days. Good luck, TLG.
What's up, GT? Mark Spear, director Aaron Guetterman, director Art Leeser, coming at you from Youngsville, North Carolina. Last week, I finished up in the number 1 position for 7 applications, 13,293 annual premium. And last week for me was about telesale. Let's talk about that for a minute. Telesale is it's probably out of the way that we present to clients is probably the hardest. And in person, you get to build a lot more rapport. Zoom, you get to see the client, you see body language and posture. They can see yours, they can see your face. You can connect with them a little bit better. But telesale, it's really hard because all they're doing is hearing your voice. And you have to do everything to set them at ease, that because we are doing things over the phone, and that's, sending over your digital business card, sending over your agent license, sending over the National Registry lookup so that they can see that everything is on the up and up. Also having still doing a PowerPoint presentation for every single meeting that you have, whether it is done in person, Zoom, or telesale. This way you can keep to your selling system by following each slide, and that way you don't forget to say anything that you need to say. But the other side is sending the what I do anyway is I send the PowerPoint presentation one slide at a time so that they can follow along with me, and send it to their email so they can pull it up and follow along with me. That way, they can see what I've put together for them. It adds credibility as well because you have something professional put together. But the main thing when it comes to telesale is to talk slower than normal. When you talk slower than normal, you're able to have them understand a little bit better, and also ask them, does that make sense? Any questions on that? Pausing several more times than you would in the Zoom call or in person to say, do you have any questions? Does that make sense? And then really connecting with them through rapport building, connecting with them through stories. Stories are going to have the client align with where you're going, and making sure that they understand that protecting the equity in the home is the most important. Making sure that they have 6 months, 12 months, 18 months worth of mortgage payments when doing MPP, so that way they can, that beneficiary has choices, because the equity in the home is going to be the backup insurance plan. So I hope that helps out everybody, and we have 1 day left. Let's go crush it, and hope you all hit your goals. We got 1 more month to qualify for the trip to the Biltmore. I'm running and gunning for it. I hope you all too. I'll see you guys next week. Bye.